Oh, a little too far. It's Wednesday. That means weekly hobby check-in. What did you do for your hobby this week? Let me know down in the comments or in the Discord server. And following up from last week, we talked about kind of expanding this to more of a community sort of theme here. Let's talk about a few of the things some of the people in the Discord have been working on and posting. So let's go ahead and start with Pandemonium, who has been working on some custom Talon mags. Now this started as something that was a mag extender, and then he thought, well, I've got the dimensions, why not just make a whole mag? So he's been working on refining that and getting it all working and trying different print orientations, so that's cool. Then you've got Terran Sterius. I think I said that right. Either way, I'm going to go with Terran, who has been working on an integration for a while now and seeing that kind of come together, and anywhere from like the grip work to the detail work to the overall body work. It's definitely cool to see that as a process in general. And then third up, I think we'll go with 3 for this week, so we don't overwhelm everything. But third up, we've got Edskar, who has been working on painting some miniatures for an upcoming video of his. The differences, I believe, between batch painting and single painting miniatures. So that's cool to see the differences there and kind of the mindset that goes into different styles of painting. So I really love seeing this. I love having a spot where we can all just keep posting what we're working on and give each other feedback and kind of keep up with everything. I really, really am thoroughly enjoying this. So I like this idea. I don't know how many things we're gonna talk about each week, but at least something I think we'll kind of do some sort of community thing relating to that, because I really like this idea and I love seeing everything from everyone. Now, as for what I did for myself this week for the hobby, let's start with what I did today, and that was relatively simple because it involved some filming, and that was just installing the Claw Prime Grip from Foam Pro Shop. Because if you watch my Dark Zone Pro Mark II video, either one of them, you probably know that this Prime Grip I was not a big fan of it. It was uncomfortable in certain points, so I wanted to see something like this, and I'm super glad to have something like this. It makes it way easier. And I had actually thought that the edges on this might be a little too sharp and might dig in, but it actually hasn't been that bad so far. So props on that, especially for something that's like, I think it's like $5 or something like that. So this'll end up being a 4 under 40 video. But that's what I did today. The rest of the week I had been working on assembling the last of the miniatures for my 2000 point Stormcast Eternals list, and that was like the Thunderstrike Brotherhood box. So I was building like 2 or 3 of them a day, just kind of slowly putting it together, along with working on painting the terrain just a little bit here and there. I haven't been spending as much time as I wanted to this last week, but that was kind of one of the things for this challenge was it's every single day. It's not every single day for X amount of time. And that really helped me kind of be like, okay, well, even if I spend 20 minutes, that's still a chunk of time that if I did something else, I'd have to spend that time at a later date. And then I've got some little bit of progress at least, and that lets me feel like, okay, well, now there's only this much left to do before I can go on to the next step of this task. So I'm liking this process so far, and I want to say if anyone watching wants to get on this and do anything as often as you can, whether it's every single day or you set a different guideline for yourself, say it's like 3 or 5 times a week you spend some time or something like that, or even just I want to get started, hop in the Discord. We're all about that. Finding what works for you to keep yourself motivated, and we're gonna help you stay motivated because we love seeing what you're working on and sharing that with you and talking about it and seeing that progress. It's really kind of making me feel connected even more so to the community and the hobby itself. So that's something I wanted to express because I think that's really just awesome. And not even just our hobby, because there's multiple hobbies being talked about in that channel. So definitely loving it, and thanks to everyone that's participating in that. Now, as for what I want to get accomplished in this next week, I'm not entirely certain because I've spent the last 24 hours or so being entirely consumed by an idea and just wanting to solely focus on that. But no, I've got other things I need to be working on, so I need to just kind of work on some of that so that I can kind of like breathe from that and feel like I got the majority of those thoughts down, and then I can refine it as time goes on and not feel like I'm totally consumed by that and kind of spread things out again. This happens for me fairly often where like I'll have an idea or a thought and I'm just like, this is all I want to think about for X amount of time, and then like I can parse through it, and then it's like, okay, well now I can focus elsewhere or redirect or do the things that I said I maybe was gonna do, or it's I don't know. I'm gonna stop myself from rambling to a meandering non-point ending with that one and just say the point I guess I've come to for this particular week is that even when I wasn't able to do all of what I wanted to, I was able to do a decent amount. And so that tells me that this plan, this challenge, is working. And that's awesome. So with that said, go ahead and subscribe if you want to hang out, follow along, get involved. Would love to have you. And that's enough out of me for this week. So have fun hobbying, and I'll see you next time.